Hey, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Dr. Eric Naputi. I hope you're having a blessed day wherever in the world you are. I'm working very hard today on a project that we're getting ready to release to all of you. And I just put together a memo for our BioLimitless family that I'm going to send out, but I wanted to just do a video of it. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Yes, I have a 5 o'clock shadow going on because I've been working 24/7 365 to bring something to our global community that's never been done before. So give me a thumbs up if you guys can see me and hear me, and give me a shout out from wherever in the world you guys are watching from. I know we have people from all over the world, but I wrote a memo this morning that I just want to read it to you. I want to read this to you. It's from my heart, but I wanted to put it on paper so that you could get kind of a feeling of where we're at, because man, I talk to people every day and there's so much confusion. There's so much lack of clarity. And when there's lack of clarity, we freeze up and seize up. And we don't move forward. We don't do the things that we're supposed to do and that we're divinely designed to do. So I wrote a message this morning. I put it in the post here. Hopefully you guys can see that. But I want to read this to you and let me know if this resonates with you. If you feel this way, let me know if this resonates with you. So this is a message from me, Dr. Eric Naputi, to our global family. So finding clarity in the chaos is what I want to talk about. So hey, family, let's take a deep breath together for a moment, because if you're like most people that I've been speaking to lately, you're overwhelmed, not just a little stressed, but emotionally exhausted. I mean, can I get an amen for individuals who are emotionally exhausted? I will tell you, full transparency, I am emotionally exhausted every day because of what we're building and what I feel like I've been called to bring to the global community with BioLimitless, with our self-care reimagined. This is not just a business for me. This is a passion. This is my life's work. This is one of the reasons that I've been put on this planet. And look, you're seeing influencers selling health trends one day and contradicting themselves the next. How many are you seeing that? There's so many social media trending things that are out there. Hey, let's get on methylene blue. Let's get on peptides. Let's get on. All those things are good for people who need those things in the sequence that they need them. Like, still to this day, we need fats, carbs, and proteins, but we don't talk about that anymore. Still to this day, humans need sleep, but we still don't talk about it. Still to this day, we need basic vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. We need those things. Still to this day, our body needs a good microbiome. That's what we need. But it's not cool. It's not novel. It's not sexy to talk about. That's what we need. So BioLimitless is not some flash in the pan. Look what we've got, shiny thing here, and we'll bring the next shiny thing out later. No, it's a system and a proven process. And I'm going over right now the 7 directives of BioLimitless, but I want to read this letter to you more. You're seeing influencers selling health trends one day and contradicting themselves the next day. You're hearing terrifying headlines about viruses and spike proteins and microplastics in our food and our water, and heavy metals in our baby formula, and pesticides in our produce, and chemicals in the air that we breathe. And let's be honest, it feels like the entire world is poisoning us slowly. How many of you feel that way? How many of you feel like, you know what, everything's killing me, so you know what, heck with it, YOLO, you only live once, something's going to kill me, I'm not going to pay attention to this self-care, healthcare, wellness revolution that's happened, I'm just going to do my own thing. How many of you feel that way from time to time? And I'm going to tell you, it's okay. We're humans, and to have these human experiences it's an amazing thing to have. But I want you to understand, you're not crazy for feeling that way. You're not overreacting, and you're also not alone. This isn't just bad luck or bad timing. This is a result of decades of really disconnection from the truth about our bodies and how real health actually works. Folks, real health is real. I've been practicing real healthcare for 20 years, helping sick people get healthy and helping healthy people stay healthy. It's not difficult, but you have to understand the process of it. That's why it's so important for me to teach you things instead of just telling you to do this. I don't want to just say, go take this Vita Vita Vegemin. It's going to do this, and this for you. I'd rather you learn. I'd rather the whole philosophy that I think of is I'd rather teach a person to fish than to just fish for them. How many of y'all think that that's a good solution, right? So how do we do this? By learning to test, not guess. This is important. You see, our body is talking to you every single day through your symptoms, how you feel, and how you look. Learning how to read your body is powerful. By the way, if you're just joining me right now, I'm Dr. Eric Naputi. I'm reading a letter that I wrote to our global community today that I put in the post below, but I want you to understand the why behind the why of me doing this. You know, your body is talking to you every day. The symptoms you have is your body's telling you that there are imbalances. You know, your body's telling you through symptoms. It's telling you through the energy or lack of energy that you have. It's telling you through digestion. It's telling you through how your skin looks. It's telling you through your mood. It's your body's telling you through so many things, but you've not been trained to listen to it in that language that the body's speaking to you. The problem is we've been trained to ignore those whispers until they turn into screams. You ignore the fatigue until it turns into something that has destroyed your life. And oftentimes it's very difficult to reverse that once that's happened. And that's not healthcare. Okay, that's not healthcare. We've been told that masking symptoms with pills, with potions, with even supplements is the solution. That's not the solution. And we got to focus on individuals' needs, and everybody needs to know that you have to test, not guess. No two people are created the same. Listen, I've been doing genetic testing now for almost 20 years in my practices. And even when I test identical and fraternal twins, their genetic results are different when it comes to their single nucleotide polymorphisms, the SNPs. So it's important. It's important to understand this. This is not healthcare. This is disease management that you're used to. And we need a system, a proven system that we can count on. And that's what I'm telling you, that's what we're delivering. And that's what's difficult, because what I've been able to do within the confines of our offices of helping people get to the root cause of their problems through our 7 directives, through our pillars of health, through our test not guess philosophy, we get results where nobody else does. And that's what I want to give to you. But it's not easy, because the entire social media world says, hey, take this Vita Vita Vegemin, it's going to cure your problems. And then it doesn't. And then you hear the next day, they go, well, that wasn't what we should do. You should do this Vita Vita Vegemin because that's going to fix your problem. That's not it either. It's about a process. Your body needs to reveal what's wrong with it. That's the test, not guess process. You need to reset your metabolism and your cellular health. If your cells aren't working well, your metabolism isn't going to work well. You have to reset your body. You got to push that reset button. Then you got to remove the toxins. Like, this is the process, you guys. This is the process. And sometimes the revealing isn't running a DNA test. It isn't doing blood work. Sometimes it's sitting down and reflecting on your symptoms. Sometimes it's sitting down and going through, all right, well, I feel this way, and years ago this happened, then this happened, then that happened. Like, I want you to understand that it's a process. We have to reveal the problems, reset the body. We have to remove the toxins. We have to recharge our cellular battery to improve our mitochondrial function. So many of you have mitochondrial issues, which is why your energy is gone. You see, the world is trying to tell me to dumb down the conversation so that you understand this. I don't want to do that. I want to educate you so that you can understand deeper, so that you can help yourself. Because then step number 5 is rebuilding your body's microbiome. And that is so important. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said everything begins in the gut. And once that's done, then what we've got to do is we got to reboot the nervous system. That's your brain and your vagus nerve, and then refuel your body. That's what self-care reimagined really is. And when we test our blood, our genes, our gut, our cells, we find out what our body actually needs, not just what our TikTok influencer tells us or our doctor tells us, who everybody has an agenda, including my own self. I have an agenda. My agenda is I want to teach, reach, and educate and inspire as many of you as possible so that you can be in charge of your own healthcare, so that you don't fall victim to the bullies and the miscreants that are in the supposed healthcare and wellness industry. That's really I don't like bullies. I was put on this planet to educate people, to hopefully inspire them and motivate them to take action and get results in a different way that they didn't even know was possible. And we've been very successful at that by going through these processes. And now what I'm doing is working on, how do we take that to the masses? How do we get that directly to you? And that's what this is. And I know how frustrating this is. By the way, I see all of you from all over the world. Donna, hello. Lena, Hiroshi in Japan, it's great to see you. Michelle, and it's so good to see you in Minnesota. Sven in Norway. Shelly, good to see you guys. Let me know where you're watching from and give me a thumbs up. And if this resonates with you, I'm reading a letter that I wrote to the global community. So listen to this. This is where BioLimitless comes in. This is where the truth begins, because it's all about truth, trust, and transparency. And with that truth comes peace. Because when you understand that what happens inside of you and what to do about it, you stop being a victim of the system. And that's the key. I want you to not be a victim of the system. You begin to become the CEO of your own health. And that's where you need to be. That's what you need. You need to be the CEO of your own health. How many of you can give me an amen that's what needs to happen? Is that you need to become your own advocate, your own CEO. How many of you want to know what you should do and why you should do it, as opposed to, here, just take this and this is going to fix your problem? Because it doesn't work that way. You cannot out supplement a poor lifestyle. Please stop trying to do that. So why does education matter? Look, you weren't born to know how to take care of your mitochondria. You weren't taught in school about glyphosate and spike proteins and gut axis. They never taught you that stress turns off your immune system and that your microbiome is more powerful than your genes in your body. That's right. Your microbiome is way more important than your genes and your genetic expression. But now today you have access to that knowledge. And when you learn how to apply that, then you live your life without fear in a world that's not going to shake your foundation. And that's what you need. That's what you need. You need enough understanding and certainty that you can do what you want on your own terms and take care of your own family on your own terms. How many of you want the knowledge of how to get healthy, the knowledge of how to prevent and mitigate certain diseases, the knowledge of what to do when circumstances come up in your life? And then the wisdom is taking that knowledge and applying it. Like, hey, I heard Dr. Naputi say that these are the most common causes of these problems. And if I just do X, Y, and Z and implement that into my life over a long enough period of time, I'll get the results. How many of you want that? Because that's what I'm about. I'm not about, hey, buy this next Vita Vita Vegemin and we got a great sale going on today and you get it for your whole family. And if you don't, you're not going to get better. Like, that is not how I operate. I'm a truth, trust, and transparency person. And I always will be at the center and core of who I am. That's my being. That's the essence of me. I just want to help people. Why is self-care the only real healthcare? So let's talk about that. Let's get brutally honest. You can't outsource your health, not to your doctor, not to your government, not to social media. Okay. Self-care doesn't mean self-obsession. It means self-responsibility. It means waking up every day and saying, I will do what I can with what I have to care for this body and the mind that God gave me, period. It's not about perfection. It's not about getting everything 100% right. It's about participation. It's about tuning in. It's about turning inward. It's about realizing that your health is a journey, not a destination. Let me say that again. Your health is a journey, not a destination. Your health is a journey, not a destination. Okay. Healing is a process, not an event. Okay. When you live that way, you become a lighthouse in the storm. You're no longer tossed around by every headline and every trend that's out there. You got to stop going, hey, what about this? I heard methylene blue. I heard this Vita Vita Vegemin. I heard it has to be liposomal. I heard. Man, how's that working out for people? It's not. It's confusion in the chaos when we need clarity and certainty. So what can you do today? Start with testing. If you don't know where you are, you can start with testing. I am getting ready to put out some very deep, substantial assessments, quizzes, free online assessments that you can take, the same ones that I use in my office with my doctors in functional medicine to help people find out what category of their body are they, what body type are they, what action steps should they take, and where are they at? Even if you can't afford, and by the way, you can't afford not to do a genetic test, a blood test for toxins. I mean, that's what health really is based off. It's way more powerful and important than the crappy blood test that you get from your doctor annually that tells you nothing other than what drugs they can prescribe for you. Let's learn something new. Read. I want you to listen. I want you to watch. I want you to study and not be overwhelmed, but to be equipped. That's what I want. We want to start with small self-care, like hydrate, breathe, detox, move your body fix your gut microbiome, sleep better, like prioritize those things and just take one step at a time. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take one step at a time. Take one simple step, like either step 2 or step 3, like reset your body. Use the 45-day reset. It's a free resource I give to you. Or remove your body's toxins by using the Detox Pro Plus, or rebuild your gut microbiome, or recharge your energy. Just pick a step and start. It's a process. It is an absolute process. Like, I want you to understand, get aligned with the truth. Ask yourself, is this aligned with how my body is designed to function? If not, then question it. Everything you do, if it doesn't align with how your body's designed, question it. Question it. Okay. You're not broken. You're not your diagnosis. You're not alone. You are capable, powerful, and worthy of vibrant health. Please understand this. But it begins with you taking the first step, not from fear, not from anything other than love. Love for yourself. Love for yourself. You deserve it. I know what it feels like to be sitting on the sideline going, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. I know what it feels like to be sitting there going, I know I should be exercising. I know I should be eating better. I know I should. There's a lot of shoulding all over yourself, right? But the reality is that you just need to take one step, make a decision like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be on every Wellness Wednesday. I'm going to go back on biolimits.com and watch all the stuff that Dr. Naputi's educated me on. Or I'm just going to start with one thing. I'm going to start with resetting my body, or removing the toxins, or recharging the body, or rebuilding. Start where you feel the most comfortable. And begin with love. Love for your body, love for your future, love for your family, and love for your truth. I had something hit me so hard at my core that really made me shift for my family. I'm a father as well, and a husband. And I hear many men, women, you can speak to this as well. Many men would say things like, I would die for my family. But the question is, would you live for them? Would you live in peace and joy and happiness? Would you live to your life's purpose? Would you take care of your body so you could do the things that you want to do? Like, that hit me so hard. And that's what's really encouraged me to make changes. I want to know what encourages you to make changes. We are walking this journey together. This is the BioLimitless way. This is self-care reimagined, and this is just the beginning, folks. So if you're just joining me, I'm Dr. Eric Naputi. I was talking a little bit about the 7 directives of what we do. And if you're overwhelmed with the chaos of lack of clarity in the world today, because every other social media influencer is telling you something that contradicts the other, and it just doesn't make any sense. There's hardly any common sense in this world. Yes, there is. We're trying to bring it to the masses. And I want you to know that you can do this, and you do deserve this. Anything that we can do to help you together with the BioLimitless family, we're going to do that. So I hope this blessed you today. I hope this encouraged you. Give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this conversation. And I want you to like this content. I want you to share it with other people. I want you to put a comment down below of things that you're concerned about, or what do you feel lack of clarity on, so that we can have this conversation, because I want to help you. And together we can do this. It's not about me. This is about we. And if you haven't joined our BioLimitless family yet, I want to encourage you to do that. Go to biolimitless.com, and you can learn all about who we are and what we do. And if an influencer told you to go check out some of Dr. Naputi's stuff, get with that influencer. We have a family of influencers all over the globe that are promoting and helping spread the word about BioLimitless. And if that influencer said, hey, go check this out, then I want you to get a hold of that influencer, contact them, DM them, message them, send a letter, a homing pigeon, something, and say, hey, I want to get involved with BioLimitless. How do I start? And if you don't have that, then you can get started. If you go to, somebody can type this at the bottom. We have a link you can go look at. But first, go to biolimitless.com and check it out. And when you're ready to learn more about the products and the testing and things that we have, when you're ready, then you can go to wearebiolimitless.com. That's wearebiolimitless.com. Somebody type that in the bottom. Because all the symptoms you're talking about, I see them: fibromyalgia, chronic pain. I see digestive issues, fatigue, anxiety, high cortisol. Those are all symptoms of your body being out of balance. When you understand the process, when you understand, like what I teach people about the triad of health, when you understand this basic fundamental, that's a game changer for you. When you understand the infinity system. The physiology doesn't lie. We test, we don't guess. That's a game changer for you. When you understand the real, look at this. When you understand the real food pyramid, this is what it should look like. When you understand this process, this becomes an absolute game changer for you. When you understand the 7 directives of how to help yourself, I've put all these into quizzes that you can take, and we're going to be releasing those soon, so that you have a better idea of how to follow a process of what to do, because you deserve to be healthy, you deserve to be happy, you deserve to be wealthy, whatever that definition is for you. But you have to take the action steps to create it. I always say you have to pray while you shuffle your feet. You have to do your part in order to get the results that you need. So, folks, I hope you appreciated this message. Please like, subscribe, share this with your friends and family, because this is a movement. This is about mission over money. This is about purpose over profits. This is about passion. And together we can ignite a fire that's already lit, that's ready to burn around the world. We can truly, truly make a difference together. So remember, folks, knowledge is powerful, very powerful. But the wisdom of taking that knowledge and putting it into your life, that's the most important thing that you can do. So until we meet again, I'm Dr. Eric Naputi. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless this beautiful, beautiful world. Stay smart out there and protect your babies. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. Be well.